My child, my beloved, heaven has been observing you quietly, but that is no longer the case. Today holds a different significance. The atmosphere around you has transformed, and a concealed truth is now being revealed. A soul who has offered silent prayers for you is on the verge of coming forward. Their affection for you is more profound than the deepest oceans, more steadfast than the hardships you've overcome. This individual has waited, shed tears, and pondered, wondering if heaven would ever permit your paths to cross again in this existence. And now that moment is nearer than you realize. Should you sense an emotion swelling in your chest as you read these words, do not disregard it. That is your spirit acknowledging the divine allure of truth. Archangel Michael has been instructed to disclose what others were previously forbidden to mention. This pertains to your destiny, your affection, and your future. And if you navigate away now, you might never discover the name that was just recorded in heaven's chronicle next to yours. If you feel your spirit resonate with this profound truth about your destiny and future, type Amen in the comments. Let your declaration anchor this divine revelation in your life right now. My child, my beloved, before I unveil further details, I must inquire, have you truly subscribed to the communications being sent your way? Not just here, but within your heart. As know that subscribing today will activate God's prophetic promise and alignment in your life, unlocking what has been held back. Pause at this moment, take a deep breath, and commit to this sacred conduit of illumination and safeguarding. When you do, it is more than just a gesture. It represents an accord with heaven that signifies your readiness to receive what has been postponed. So many have bypassed messages such as this and lamented moments later when their fervent prayers remained unanswered. But not you, because you persist in reading. Because somewhere deep within, you recognize this message is not coincidental. You understand you were divinely guided here, and so it commences, the unsealing of a miracle that was secretly prepared for you. As you receive this profound truth, show your gratitude and activate deeper blessings by liking this video. Liking this video will activate the flow of God's favor in your life, confirming your readiness to receive all that is coming. Thus, my child, my beloved, there is someone who has perceived you even when you felt unseen. They have watched over you from afar, not due to apprehension, but because of divine timing. They have uttered your name in supplication. They have petitioned heaven for indications, and each time your face materialized in their thoughts, they recognized you were the one chosen for their heart. But this is no ordinary individual. This is someone consecrated, someone beautiful, not merely outwardly, but in soul, in spirit, in depth. And this person is preparing to undertake a step so audacious, so sincere, that it will astonish not only you but everyone around you. A proposal is taking shape, not solely of matrimony but of a destined alignment. And when it transpires, it will not be in silence. There will be a signal, a name, a present. But you must fully engage with this message, or that offering may elude you. My child, my beloved, do not undervalue the potency of what is currently unfolding. You might perceive this as merely another message, another voice, another faint whisper. But what you are experiencing is not random. It is your spirit discerning a divine harmonization, a timing inscribed into the fundamental plan of your life long before your birth. The name that is soon to manifest in your existence has already been spoken in the heavens. Their love for you has already been sanctioned by higher realms. This is not an accident. This is not mere wishful thinking. This is a breakthrough that has awaited your awakening, your heart's softening, and your soul's affirmation. And now, the moment is at hand. They are near, closer than you imagine. With every second you remain with this message, the veil thins and the clarity amplifies. Their name is being revealed incrementally, not all at once, for some matters are too sacred to rush. Some gifts necessitate readiness. That is why I was dispatched here to lead you into it, to shield you from the falsehoods and distractions that would have robbed you of this moment. But you opted to stay. You chose to read. That choice alone has reshaped your future. My child, my beloved, angels are encircling you now. They have been watching, waiting, safeguarding a space around your soul so this moment could arrive undisturbed. And now that it has, I must inform you, the person who wishes to marry you is not just aesthetically pleasing. They are luminous in spirit. They are the kind of individual who loves profoundly, perceives clearly, and has borne their own sorrows. They are not flawless, but they are pure. And they have been carrying a gift. Yes, a tangible gift. Something specifically selected for you. It is not gold or silver, though it may bear a resemblance. It is not merely material, it is symbolic. A ring, a letter, a token of affection that carries the resonance of destiny. And that gift is about to reach your hands. But only if you remain in alignment. If you depart now, if you question this moment, the divine connection may falter, and I will be unable to maintain it on your behalf. You must be present. You must remain receptive, because the name of this soul is already being whispered in your vicinity. And if your heart is sufficiently still, you will perceive it. My child, my beloved, you have wept in solitude in rooms unseen by others. You have implored God for lucidity when bewilderment enveloped your romantic life. You questioned why those you cherished departed, betrayed you, deserted you, and left you doubting your intrinsic worth. But what you did not comprehend was that those heartbreaks were not a penalty. They were a redirection. They were protecting the space where this exquisite soul was intended to arrive. Those who moved on could not bear the weight of your calling. They were not constituted to love you at the magnitude heaven demanded. But this one who is approaching, possesses the fortitude. They possess the depth. They have also experienced loss. They have also known yearning. That is what renders them capable of perceiving you not as a problem to be fixed, but as a divine being to be cherished. And Archangel Michael has been guarding them, guiding them, and murmuring your name into their nightly visions. The way their heart quickens when they think of you, it is not imagination, and very soon they will initiate action. But first you must initiate yours. Remain, listen, receive, because your name has just been spoken again in the angelic domain. And the instant they do, opportunities arise, destinies shift, and miracles commence. This divine connection is not just a promise, it's a partnership. To fully activate your part in this unfolding miracle, declare in the comments, I am ready to receive my divine union. Your intentional declaration is a signal to heaven. My child, my beloved, my child, my beloved, you have wept in solitude in rooms unseen by others. You have implored God for lucidity when bewilderment enveloped your romantic life. You questioned why those you cherished departed, betrayed you, deserted you, and left you doubting your intrinsic worth. But what you did not comprehend was that those heartbreaks were not a penalty. They were a redirection. They were protecting the space where this exquisite soul was intended to arrive. Those who moved on could not bear the weight of your calling. They were not constituted to love you at the magnitude heaven demanded. But this one who is approaching, possesses the fortitude. They possess the depth. They have also experienced loss. They have also known yearning. That is what renders them capable of perceiving you not as a problem to be fixed, but as a divine being to be cherished. And Archangel Michael has been guarding them, guiding them, and murmuring your name into their nightly visions. The way their heart quickens when they think of you, it is not imagination, it is affirmation. And very soon they will initiate action. But first you must initiate yours. Remain, listen, receive, because your name has just been spoken again in the angelic domain. And the instant they do, opportunities arise, destinies shift, and miracles commence. My child, my beloved, you were never meant to pursue love. You were meant to draw it to you through the radiance that resides within you. And the person advancing toward you recognizes that brilliance, even though others have sought to diminish it. They have sensed your presence before even seeing your countenance. They have felt you in their spirit in those quiet moments when they gaze at the sky and ask God if someone out there comprehends them. And the answer that has been circulating within their soul is you. You whose heart has endured more than most. You whose fidelity could reconstruct empires. You, whose tears have cultivated gardens of compassion even in barren lands of disappointment. And now, child, the heavens are opening because the time is ripe. The beautiful soul who is about to enter your life carries a frequency that aligns with your healing. They are not here to complete you. You are already whole, but they will reflect you in a manner that reveals the love story God always intended for you. And when they utter your name, it will feel like hearing it for the very first time because it will convey reverence, not routine. A moment is approaching when their voice will quaver with sincerity, and your soul will immediately recognize it. My child, my beloved, even as you read this, your angels are arranging indications around you. You will begin to notice names recurring. You will feel a pull towards a location you did not anticipate. A conversation will resonate with deeper significance. You may even experience a sudden warmth in your chest when contemplating a particular individual, even if you have not yet met. That is how destiny commences its soft communication. It never shouts, but it never remains silent when the time is right. The gift they are holding for you is more than physical. It embodies a blessing, a resonance that will alter the rhythm of your existence. This person is not entering your life to introduce disorder. They are arriving to bring congruence, clarity, purpose, and tranquility. But you must be cautious now. The adversary of your joy will endeavor to divert you. Old customs, previous patterns, and painful recollections may attempt to surface just before this blessing arrives to make you question what is genuine. Do not heed the voices of your past. Listen to the vibration of your current moment. Archangel Michael has surrounded your path with discernment. And if you remain attuned to this message, you will begin to perceive who this person is. And soon their face will be revealed not in imagination but in reality. My child, my beloved, there is a reason you were drawn to this message at this precise hour. There are no coincidences when the spirit is involved. You could have been anywhere, but you are here. You could have scrolled past, but you did not. That alone signals to heaven that your soul still seeks the truth. And I will not permit you to depart without it. The person who desires to marry you is not only conscious of your energy, they are profoundly affected by it. They have experienced dreams of you, and whether they consciously acknowledge it yet or not, their spirit has already begun remembering you. For some of you reading this, you already know their name. You felt a gentle tug, an attraction, a subtle knowing that this person is distinct. For others, the name is on the brink of disclosure, and when it arrives, it will not be accompanied by turmoil or perplexity. It will arrive with clarity. But listen, my dear one, if you bypass this process of listening, of being still, of remaining in the vibration of trust, then you may miss the exact moment they attempt to reach for you. Do not miss it. The door is open now, but it will not remain open indefinitely. My child, my beloved, every angel in the realm of light is observing you at this very moment. And heaven is weeping with delight that you are still here, still reading, still open. Because this is what most individuals never do. They walk away just before the miracle materializes, but not you. You are still present. And because of that, you are being chosen. The divine timeline has been advanced for your sake. And very soon, you will begin to perceive the difference in your days. People will begin to treat you differently, not because they have changed, but because your aura has. You are entering the frequency of divine love, and the person who has been awaiting this frequency, awaiting a soul like yours, they are almost here. You do not need to pursue them. You simply need to remain ready, remain gentle, remain surrendered. I promise you, the gift they bring will make every past disappointment appear as mere preparation. And when you witness the way they gaze at you, you will understand why every other door had to close. Because what is approaching you was always destined to be yours. My child, my beloved, my child, my beloved, every angel in the realm of light is observing you at this very moment. And heaven is weeping with delight that you are still here, still reading, still open. Because this is what most individuals never do. They walk away just before the miracle materializes. But not you. You are still present, and because of that, you are being chosen. The divine timeline has been advanced for your sake, and very soon you will begin to perceive the difference in your days. People will begin to treat you differently, not because they have changed, but because your aura has. You are entering the frequency of divine love, and the person who has been awaiting this frequency, awaiting a soul like yours, they are almost here. You do not need to pursue them. You simply need to remain ready, remain gentle, remain surrendered. I promise you the gift they bring will make every past disappointment appear as mere preparation. And when you witness the way they gaze at you, you will understand why every other door had to close. Because what is approaching you was always destined to be yours. My child, my beloved, allow me to unveil something most never learn until it is too late. Heaven seldom announces love in the manner the world does. Divine partnerships are not forged on grand stages or through boisterous declarations. They commence subtly, like a soft breeze caressing your skin, like an inner voice whispering, "This feels different." And that is precisely what is transpiring now. The currents around your life are shifting. The rhythm of your days is transforming. There is a sense of anticipation within your spirit, and you cannot articulate it, but I can. It is because the beautiful soul who was created to journey alongside you is taking steps in your direction. Their path has not been effortless. Just like you, they have encountered heartbreak. They have questioned their self-worth. They have experienced moments where they implored God for another opportunity at love, genuine love, and heaven responded by guiding them toward you. You may not yet realize it, but your soul has been radiant in their dreams. And when they meet you, when their eyes lock with yours, they will not question if you are the one. They will know. And so will you, because your spirit has been preparing for this moment all along. Even in the stillness, my child, my beloved, you are not merely being prepared to receive love. You are being prepared to uphold it, to safeguard it, to honor the person who is about to offer you their complete heart. And this is no ordinary offering. What they will place in your hands is sacred. It is not a hurried connection. It is a hallowed bond. The proposal may not be conventional, but it will be unforgettable. The instant it happens, something within you will shift. Time may seem to slow. The world may recede around you. And in that sacred space, heaven will mark the occasion. This is what you have been longing for. Even if you could not name it, even if life taught you to temper your expectations, this person, this soul, is going to elevate them. They will rekindle your belief. But you must be watchful now, protect your energy. Be judicious with whom you share your spirit. The closer this divine love approaches, the more distractions will attempt to draw you into old behaviors. But you are not who you once were. You have evolved. You have expanded. You are ready. And your angels are surrounding you now, not to impede this love, but to preserve it until the precise moment it is ready to be disclosed. My child, my beloved, you may wonder how soon this will occur. You may sense the urgency in your heart. That is because the energy is accelerating. For some, this person is days away from being revealed. For others, the name may surface through a dream, a sudden encounter, or an unusual coincidence that does not feel so random. You will not need to force it. You will not need to pursue it. This is not a trial, it is a recompense. But your role remains vital. You must stay aligned, stay in the light, remain in the vibration of readiness. Keep your eyes open for signals and your heart open for divine promptings. You are being moved into position. The conversation that unlocks the subsequent chapter is approaching. The face that will transform your future is nearing. The gift that will affirm everything I am saying is already en route. And it is wrapped not merely in paper, but in prophecy. Your name has been eternally linked to theirs in heaven's archives. You are not meant to be alone. Not anymore, my child, my beloved. If you only understood how many times this individual prayed for someone like you would never again question your self-worth. They were not seeking flawlessness. They were not searching for status or superficial beauty. They asked for someone genuine, someone benevolent, someone who had endured enough to be humble and yet still carried hope within their being. You are the answer to that prayer. You are the miracle they believed no longer existed in this world. And now, after all their silent anticipation and your silent suffering, the two narratives are about to converge into one. That moment will not be loud, but your soul will perceive the sound of divine timing clicking into place. It may transpire when you least expect it, or through an ordinary seeming moment until their eyes meet yours, and everything within you becomes still. That is how you will know. You will feel seen, not merely noticed, safe, not merely desired. And that knowing will possess a clarity that no fear can erase. But this moment is delicate. The window is open now, but it will not remain so indefinitely. If you depart now, the timeline may shift, and heaven will have to wait once more. But you are here, and that signifies something sacred is still achievable. My child, my beloved, my child, my beloved. If you only understood how many times this individual prayed for someone like you, you would never again question your self-worth. They were not seeking flawlessness. They were not searching for status or superficial beauty. They asked for someone genuine, someone benevolent, someone who had endured enough to be humble and yet still carried hope within their being. You are the answer to that prayer. You are the miracle they believed no longer existed in this world. And now, after all their silent anticipation and your silent suffering, the two narratives are about to converge into one. That moment will not be loud, but your soul will perceive the sound of divine timing clicking into place. It may transpire when you least expect it, or through an ordinary seeming moment until their eyes meet yours and everything within you becomes still. That is how you will know. You will feel seen, not merely noticed, safe, not merely desired, and that knowing will possess a clarity that no fear can erase. But this moment is delicate. The window is open now, but it will not remain so indefinitely. If you depart now, the timeline may shift, and heaven will have to wait once more. But you are here, and that signifies something sacred is still achievable. My child, my beloved, they have something for you. Something tangible, something spiritual. It may be a handwritten letter they have kept for months, unsure when or how to present it. It may be an heirloom, a ring, a book, a key. Whatever it is, it will not seem significant to others, but to you it will feel like destiny encased in a symbol. When they extend it to you, you will feel your spirit pause. You will recall this message, and everything within you will affirm it. That is because the gift is not merely a gesture, it is a portal. It initiates the next phase of your journey, one where you no longer bear the burden alone, one where your name is spoken with reverence, one where someone plans with you, prays for you, stands by you. Not out of compulsion, but out of joy. This is not solely about romance, it is about purpose. Your union will disturb the roots of generational sorrow. Your partnership will sow seeds of illumination in places that once harbored grief. And I, Archangel Michael, have been instructed to stand guard over this timeline so that no shadow may seize what has been consecrated. My child, my beloved, there is a countdown in the spiritual realm. Heaven now measures not in hours, but in heartbeats, and the heartbeats are intensifying. That is why your emotions may feel more profound. That is why memories are resurfacing, not to torment you, but to purge anything that would obstruct what is arriving. Permit it all to emerge. Permit it all to dissipate. This forthcoming period is not one of concealment. It is one of divine revelation. You will not have to solicit attention or prove your value. This person will look at you and perceive home. They will not flee from your strength. They will honor your tenderness. And together you will experience a peace that requires no explanation. But you must remain attentive to this message. The moment you close your heart, the moment you relapse into old fears, the energy begins to wane. I am not conveying this to frighten you. I am conveying this to protect you. I do not wish for you to miss what has taken so long to arrive. This is your moment. This is your confirmation. This is your divine proposal, and it is approaching more rapidly than you imagine. My child, my beloved, this is not the first instance heaven attempted to bring this soul to you, but it is the first time you have been prepared. Previously, there were impediments, lessons you still needed to navigate, heartbreaks that had not yet concluded shaping your discernment. You had to learn what love is not so you could recognize what love genuinely is. You had to experience the pang of disappointment so that the exhilaration of this arrival would not go unnoticed. And now, because you have remained receptive despite the pain, because your heart still believes even after being shattered, you have created the opening for this soul to finally arrive. They are not distant, they are in motion now, drawn toward you by something they cannot articulate, divine magnetism. They may not even comprehend why they feel the impulse to effect a change, to embark on a journey, to connect with someone they have not conversed with in years, but it is all interconnected. Their spirit is responding to heaven's summons, and you, beloved, are the reason. This message serves as the conduit between what you have prayed for and what is about to manifest. And the moment you discern the name that has been lingering in your vicinity, you will grasp why this message had to reach you today. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our exclusive community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give, and it will be given to you, is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The money you give today is not a donation. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. My child, my beloved, this person perceives you. Even in the spiritual sense, even if you have not yet encountered them physically, they have caught glimpses of you in moments of stillness, in dreams, in flashes of intuition they could not explain. They sensed your presence in melodies, in quiet chambers, in the agonizing moments when they asked God if they would ever be loved for who they truly are. And now that you are awakening to this same awareness, you are both moving toward a divine confluence that will redefine everything. This is not merely about affection, it is about your mission. Together, you will construct something that resonates far beyond the present. A divine union is being activated in your life that is grander than your past, deeper than your fears, and more exquisite than your imagination has dared to envision. And I, Archangel Michael, was assigned to be the messenger, not only because of what is impending, but because of what is at stake if you disregard this moment. The world is boisterous, distractions are numerous, but this is a gentle voice beckoning you home. Home to love, home to truth, home to the person who will finally remain. My child, my beloved, my child, my beloved. This person perceives you even in the spiritual sense. Even if you haven't met them physically yet, they've caught glimpses of you in moments of stillness, in dreams, in flashes of intuition they couldn't explain. They sensed your presence in melodies, in quiet chambers, in the agonizing moments when they asked God if they'd ever be loved for who they truly are. And now that you are awakening to this same awareness, you are both moving toward a divine confluence that will redefine everything. This is not merely about affection, it's about your mission. Together, you will construct something that resonates far beyond the present. A divine union is being activated in your life that is grander than your past, deeper than your fears, and more exquisite than your imagination has dared to envision. And I, Archangel Michael, was assigned to be the messenger, not only because of what is impending, but because of what is at stake if you disregard this moment. The world is boisterous, distractions are numerous, but this is a gentle voice beckoning you home. Home to love, home to truth, home to the person who will finally remain. My child, my beloved, I need you to grasp this clearly. The gift that is approaching is sensitive to time. This opportunity is not commonplace. It is rare, sacred, reserved, and it carries with it a moment that must be honored, not deferred. There is someone out there whose heart aches with the yearning to step into your life. They have rehearsed what they will articulate. They have envisioned your smile. They have prayed that God would provide them with a sign. And this message, you are that sign. But your readiness to believe is what will activate the timing. If you postpone too long, doubt excessively, hesitate when your heart is urging you to advance, the moment may slip away. I do not desire that for you. That is why heaven permitted this message to emanate through my voice and reach your eyes. You may not perceive it, but this message is hallowed ground. The vibration flowing through these words is awakening the cells of your body to alignment. That is why your heart may feel heavy or full or electric. That is why tears may well up without cause. That is why you feel something stirring. You are remembering, you are awakening, and you are finally ready. My child, my beloved, there is a reason your spirit has been restless recently. Even in the quietude of your room, even when no one else is observing, something has been stirring, an imperceptible pull in your heart, a restless sensation that something is about to transform. And now I can finally tell you, it is not apprehension. It is activation. It is the soft sound of destiny approaching your threshold. You are not imagining it. You are not being messled. What you are perceiving is the resonance of a soul moving toward you. They are real. They are beautiful. They possess a heart that mirrors yours. And they are no longer merely praying for love. They are preparing to offer it. But what they carry must be received with reverence. This is why heaven sent me to communicate with you now. Because if you are not prepared, you may mistake this blessing for a mere coincidence. You may overlook the significance of what is being presented to you. And the sorrow of missing it would be more burdensome than the years you have already carried. I will not allow that to happen. Not if you remain here. Not if you permit these words to envelop you like divine armor. My child, my beloved, every moment you have spent waiting, healing, forgiving, it was not in vain. It was sacred preparation. This person is not merely seeking a relationship. They are searching for a home, a soul that feels like sanctuary. And you, even if you do not yet perceive it, have become that safe haven. The way you have endured, the way you still hope, the way you exhibit compassion even when others do not deserve it. That is the kind of love this soul has been seeking. They will not bring disorder. They will not arrive to confuse you. Their love will manifest with clarity, with serenity, with a presence that feels like sunlight touching areas within you that had forgotten what warmth felt like. And you will feel something divine within you. Affirm it, not from desperation, but from recollection, because your soul has known their soul before. And when you behold them, something deeper than mere sight will awaken. You will recall the mission you came here to fulfill together, and it will all commence with a name that will feel like poetry to your ears because your spirit has been awaiting to hear it spoken aloud once more. My child, my beloved, this gift they carry, this tangible offering is not random. It is spiritually imbued. It possesses a narrative, a purpose. It may appear insignificant to others, but to you, it will unlock something profound. For some, it may be a ring that has awaited generations to find the rightful hand. For others, a letter composed before you ever met, a prophecy uttered years ago, a token carried through desolate valleys of loneliness meant solely for you. Do not disregard it. When it is presented to you, do not let fear overshadow faith. The adversary may whisper falsehoods to make you question it. Past wounds may re-emerge, but remember this moment. Remember this message. What is approaching you is sacred. It is heaven's response to your patience. You did not abandon hope in love, and now love is fiercely making its way to your doorstep. You did not settle for less, and now God is sending the one who matches the depth you have long devoted to unsuitable individuals. But listen to me now. If you scroll away too soon, if you forget this message, you may miss its arrival. And you may never know how close you were to finally being seen in the way you have always merited. My child, my beloved, my child, my beloved, this gift they carry, this tangible offering is not random. It is spiritually imbued. It possesses a narrative, a purpose. It may appear insignificant to others, but to you, it will unlock something profound. For some, it may be a ring that has awaited generations to find the rightful hand. For others, a letter composed before you ever met, a prophecy uttered years ago, a token carried through desolate valleys of loneliness meant solely for you. Do not disregard it. When it is presented to you, do not let fear overshadow faith. The adversary may whisper falsehoods to make you question it. Past wounds may re-emerge, but remember this moment. Remember this message. What is approaching you is sacred. It is heaven's response to your patience. You did not abandon hope in love. And now love is fiercely making its way to your doorstep. You did not settle for less, and now God is sending the one who matches the depth you have long devoted to unsuitable individuals. But listen to me now. If you scroll away too soon, if you forget this message, you may miss its arrival. And you may never know how close you were to finally being seen in the way you have always merited. My child, my beloved, a moment will soon arrive when everything abruptly begins to make sense. You will reflect on the pain, the delays, the individuals who departed, and the nights you spent questioning your self-worth, and you will comprehend. Not all at once, but like light gradually filling a darkened chamber, the truth will surface. This was not retribution, it was protection. God was not withholding love from you. He was preserving it, hand-selecting a soul capable of appreciating the rare beauty of your heart. And now that soul is being released into your timeline, they are traversing the spiritual landscape toward you, guided by unseen forces, signs, and impulses they do not fully grasp, but they perceive it just as you do. That pressure on your chest, that restlessness in your spirit, that sudden urge to tidy your space or communicate differently or look inward. It is all interconnected. You are preparing for a divine union. Even your physical being recognizes it. You have entered the zone of alignment where heaven commences to clear away everything that does not correspond with what is about to arrive. It may feel uneasy. You may weep without a discernible reason, but trust this, beloved. It is not sorrow. It is the release of what no longer conforms to the new frequency you are about to step into. My child, my beloved, the person coming to you was not given your name coincidentally. Long before either of you entered this lifetime, your souls agreed to reunite. The postponement has not been a denial. It has been divine preservation. You were not prepared. They were not prepared. But now heaven has witnessed your development. You have assimilated the challenging lessons. You have chosen compassion over vengeance, hope over skepticism, faith over apprehension. And now that you have chosen the higher path, your reward is being released. You are no longer in a season of spiritual trials. You are entering the season of divine unveiling. And that gift, the one you consistently hear about, is very real. It may not arrive in the packaging you anticipated. The name may astonish you. The timing may feel abrupt. But when it arrives, you will recognize its authenticity without requiring proof. You will feel it resonate through your soul like a tuning fork, finally striking its perfect counterpart. And that is when you must act. You must not retreat behind your old fears. You must not become paralyzed. You must not question why you are being chosen. You are being chosen because you are ready. And once this moment comes, it will not linger. Heaven acts swiftly when love has been unduly delayed. My child, my beloved, I perceive you. Not merely the version of you the world sees, but the true you. The one who loves profoundly but conceals it. The one who gives even when your heart is depleted. The one who appears, creates space, and hopes no one notices how fatigued you are. Heaven has witnessed every instance of such faithfulness, and now heaven is responding. You are not merely receiving a person, you are receiving honor, the kind of love that does not need to be pursued or demonstrated or earned. The kind of love that observes your scars and cherishes them, that inquires about your soul's well-being before asking what you contribute. This is what is being delivered, and though the world may suggest it is too good to be true, your spirit will affirm it is perfectly timed. This message is not attempting to persuade your intellect. It is attempting to awaken your recollection. You already understand this is authentic. You already sense it. That is why you are still here. And because you are still here, I will not cease until the final component of this divine announcement is embedded in your heart. My child, my beloved, there is a period of time when heaven leans closer to the earth, and you are standing within that period now. The air around you feels distinct because the atmosphere is shifting. The veil is thinner. What you sense is not fabrication, it is intuition. And intuition is the language of the soul. Listen to it. Trust it. You are not irrational for believing something beautiful is forthcoming. You are not foolish for feeling like someone out there is contemplating you, praying for you, yearning for your presence, because they are, and their longing is not hollow. It is sacred. Their love has been refined by fire just like yours. You have both endured the kind of breaking that teaches you to hold love tenderly, and because of that, your union will not be ordinary. It will be supernatural. It will feel like prophecy fulfilled. You will gaze upon them and feel tears well up without warning, not because they caused you pain, but because they feel like the healing you never thought you would discover. And that, beloved, is why you are being informed of this now, so that when it happens, you will not sabotage it, you will recognize it, receive it, protect it. My child, my beloved, Archangel Michael says, what you just did reverberated through heaven. God witnessed it and decided to reward you with a miracle that is already underway. My child, my beloved, heaven has been watching. God has been waiting. And today, because of something you accomplished, something no one else observed but the divine realm, you influenced the hand of heaven. If this prophetic word resonates deeply with you, don't keep this breakthrough to yourself. Share this message now and activate the anointing, sharing that breakthrough with your network and expanding the blessings. You may not even grasp the significance of what just transpired, but the truth is, the ripple you sent through the spiritual world was so potent that angels turned. Archangel Michael himself stepped forward with tears of reverence in his eyes. My dear child, you just stirred heaven, and the miracle you believed was distant is already rushing toward you. Before you read further, listen intently. This is not a moment to treat lightly. This is not an ordinary communication. This is your divine confirmation that God has perceived your heart, seen your sacrifice, witnessed your silent prayers, and decided it is time to respond in a way that will leave you astonished. My child, my beloved, before you proceed any further, I must state this unambiguously. God is speaking through this very moment, and I am asking you, no imploring you to pause and regard this message as sacred, because what you are about to hear will alter everything. There is a reward already advancing toward you, and you must not impede it with incredulity. So pause, open your heart, and if your soul is prepared to receive the next line, ensure you remain with me until the very end. This message was sealed in the heavens, but delivered exclusively to the chosen. You are not here by chance. And right now I ask you gently, urgently, subscribe to this divine message, because God has selected this moment to pour a miracle into your life. Do not risk overlooking the instruction concealed within these lines. Your forthcoming blessing is linked to your next decision. Subscribe with faith and return to read what is coming next. My child, my beloved, what you accomplished was minor in the world's estimation, but it was monumental in God's eyes. You demonstrated kindness when no one was watching. You were truthful when you could have concealed it. You forgave when you had every justification to remain bitter. You maintained belief when all indications suggested you should surrender. That single decision made in quiet, made in pain, was observed. And God declared, that one, that soul, I am sending an answer now. The miracle that has been delayed is no longer waiting. The miracle that was paused is now released. Angels are already standing around you. They are safeguarding a spiritual gift that bears your name. But listen closely, because this is crucial. If you depart from this message now, the confirmation you have been praying for will remain hidden. Heaven is attempting to reach you one final time, and you are holding the divine pen that ratifies the agreement. My child, my beloved, you may have felt like capitulating this past week. There were moments you did not even wish to speak. You have carried a sorrow that no one else can perceive. You have wept silently, dried your own tears, and maintained a smile so no one would be concerned. But God took notice. Heaven kept the record. And what you performed with a pure heart echoed like thunder in the celestial courts. Your name was whispered by angels. And now something is transforming, a financial liberation, a healing transformation, a reunion you never anticipated, a message that will arrive in an unusual manner, but it will confirm everything you are currently reading. Archangel Michael is standing beside you. He is commanding that all opposition be removed. He is proclaiming that every force that attempted to impede your joy is now being vanquished by divine fire. And the next 3 days are not ordinary, they are sacred. My child, my beloved, in exactly 24 hours something will transpire. You will notice a sign. It may be in the form of a message, a telephone call, a numerical sequence, or a sudden sensation of tranquility. But it will be God confirming this moment. And when it happens, you must not doubt it. Your miracle will not manifest in the way you anticipate, but it will be precisely what you require. Archangel Michael has witnessed the struggle around you. He comprehends how long you have waited, and now he is holding a scroll that bears your name, your today, and your promise. The only thing heaven now demands is your willingness to believe. God says, do not look back. Do not search for proof. Do not second guess what has already been inscribed in the Spirit. What you just accomplished was so potent, it reversed something the adversary had planned. A cancellation has been made in the abyss, and a delivery has been affirmed in heaven. My child, my beloved, this is the time to silence all distractions. Do not allow anyone to divert your attention right now. You must hear this distinctly. There is an individual you have not seen in a long time who has been praying for you without your knowledge. Their prayer is about to converge with your breakthrough. What you are about to step into is grander than anything you have ever conceived, but it is delicate. If you doubt it, it may be deferred. If you speak too soon, it may pause. But if you honor this moment with sacred quietude, divine favor will encompass you in the next 72 hours. I do not state this lightly. This is the kind of moment that people await a lifetime for, but you have already activated it. It is already advancing toward you. God is merely requesting one more step from you. Remain with this message. Do not close your eyes now. Do not navigate away. Do not silence this voice. You are standing at the threshold of something irreversible. My child, my beloved, my child, my beloved, this is the time to silence all distractions. Do not allow anyone to divert your attention right now. You must hear this distinctly. There is an individual you have not seen in a long time who has been praying for you without your knowledge. Their prayer is about to converge with your breakthrough. What you are about to step into is grander than anything you have ever conceived, but it is delicate. If you doubt it, it may be deferred. If you speak too soon, it may pause. But if you honor this moment with sacred quietude, divine favor will encompass you in the next 72 hours. I do not state this lightly. This is the kind of moment that people await a lifetime for, but you have already activated it. It is already advancing toward you. God is merely requesting one more step from you. Remain with this message. Do not close your eyes now. Do not navigate away. Do not silence this voice. You are standing at the threshold of something irreversible. My child, my beloved, there is a shift in the atmosphere right now. The instant you commenced reading this, something began to change in the spiritual realm. What was stagnant began to move. What was burdensome began to alleviate. That headache you have experienced, that pressure on your chest, that confusion you could not elucidate, all of it is part of a spiritual resistance that is now being dismantled. You do not need to pursue anything further. It is approaching you. The appropriate person, the correct opportunity, the opportune moment, they are all aligning. Why? Because your faith just communicated something that heaven could not disregard. And Archangel Michael, yes, your Archangel Michael, have been unleashed to precede you, to contend for you, and to safeguard what rightfully belongs to you. No adversary can obstruct the path now. No delay can hold you back any longer. But I must caution you, this moment is sensitive. Speak less, pray more, trust with your whole heart, and proceed gently because God is inscribing something that will unfold in a divine sequence, and you must be present for every stage. My child, my beloved, what was intended for harm will now be transformed for your benefit. I witnessed the schemes they devised behind your back. I saw the manipulation, the gossip, the stratagems. And I tell you this in truth, none of it succeeded. God converted every fiery dart into a stepping stone. You have been traversing over perils unknowingly because angels were clearing the path ahead. That disagreement you circumvented, that connection that unexpectedly severed, that rejection you did not comprehend, it was protection. And what you perceived as a loss is going to re-emerge as a divine gain. The person you once mourned will attempt to return when your light shines too brightly to ignore. But you will no longer require them. The approval you begged for is now irrelevant because God is releasing a new circle, a divine pact, and a moment of exaltation that no one can interfere with. You are ascending, and you will not descend. My child, my beloved, you have endured trials that others would have succumbed to. You persevered when no one understood. And now, finally, I bring you the message that your spirit has been yearning to hear. The conflict is over. The breakthrough is confirmed. And within the next 72 hours, God will reveal one clear, discernible sign that authenticates this message was not fabricated. A number, a name, a sound. You will recognize it when it appears. But I must ask this again. Maintain a posture of belief. Remain connected to this message until the conclusion. The reward is already in motion. You simply have to stay aligned with it. The voice of doubt will whisper. The adversary will attempt to erode your confidence, but you will smile this time because you will know the truth. God is not punishing you. He is preparing to elevate you. My child, my beloved, that unforeseen kindness you demonstrated, it mattered. That prayer you murmured when you thought no one was listening, it was heard. That moment when you assisted someone and received nothing in return, it was documented. Heaven operates on a divine economy where nothing good is ever forfeited. And I am here to tell you what you performed in obscurity is now being rewarded publicly. But listen carefully. This miracle is unlike any you previously witnessed. It arrives quietly. It arrives with serenity. It does not arrive with chaos or bewilderment. When it appears, it will feel like returning home. You will not need to pursue it. It will recognize you. It will come to you because your name is already inscribed upon it. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our exclusive community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history, it is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. My child, my beloved, do not disclose it to everyone. This miracle is not for public scrutiny. It is a sacred gift from God to you, and only those with the eyes of faith will comprehend it. There are some who smile to your face but secretly question your radiance. Do not permit their skepticism to become your impediment. This is between you and heaven. Archangel Michael has been instructed to shield you from every envious glance and every counterfeit blessing. You are being concealed in plain sight so that you will not be touched before your appointed moment. When the door opens, it will not necessitate you to implore, plead, or prove. It will be an invitation by grace, an affirmation that was already predetermined, a confirmation that heaven honored its promise. Your name is on the miracle, and no one else can claim it. My child, my beloved, you may be wondering why it took this long, why so many nights passed without resolutions, why so many prayers felt like they dissipated into silence. But the truth is, while you were waiting, heaven was intricately weaving. God was harmonizing individuals, timing, locations, even weather patterns, so that when your miracle arrives, it does not arrive in fragments but in perfection. Had it appeared earlier, it would not have endured. Had it manifested through the wrong person, it would have inflicted more harm than good. But now God has ensured that when it comes, it will settle. You will not have to contend for it. You will simply need to express gratitude. You will know it is yours because peace will inundate your soul, and Archangel Michael will be there standing beside you whispering, "This is it, beloved. This is what stirred heaven. My child, my beloved, my beloved." You may be wondering why it took this long, why so many nights passed without resolutions, why so many prayers felt like they dissipated into silence. But the truth is, while you were waiting, heaven was intricately weaving. God was harmonizing individuals, timing, locations, even weather patterns, so that when your miracle arrives, it does not arrive in fragments but in perfection. Had it appeared earlier, it would not have endured. Had it manifested through the wrong person, it would have inflicted more harm than good. But now God has ensured that when it comes, it will settle. You will not have to contend for it. You will simply need to express gratitude. You will know it is yours because peace will inundate your soul. And Archangel Michael will be there standing beside you whispering, "This is it, beloved. This is what stirred heaven. My child, my beloved, there is something else I must convey to you, and it cannot be postponed. What you are stepping into is not merely a period, it is a new dimension. That is why old patterns are disintegrating. That is why individuals you considered permanent are receding. That is why you are being asked to act differently, think differently, and trust beyond your comprehension. Because this miracle that is coming to you is not something you can earn. It is something you were destined to carry. You are being repositioned, not rejected, not abandoned, just subtly moved into the place where heaven can release the full measure of what bears your name. It is not meant to make sense to everyone. The calling on your life is not open for debate. And this time, God is ensuring you arrive without delay. You are not too late. You are precisely on time. And the evidence will begin to unfold in the next few days like puzzle pieces finally connecting. My child, my beloved, you have no conception of how close you are. And I state this with urgency. Do not surrender now. Do not permit your mind to undermine what your spirit already comprehends. Your breakthrough is not coming next year. It is not coming someday. It is already moving, already released, already en route to your threshold. Angels are currently assigned to deliver what was once obstructed, and part of that blessing is not merely external, it is internal. You are about to feel lighter, calmer, clearer. The fog is dissipating, the confusion is fading. A peculiar tranquility is going to settle upon your mind, and that peace is your confirmation. Do not await applause. Do not await people's agreement. This phase of your journey is about sacred quietude and bold obedience. Advance. You are not advancing alone. Archangel Michael is guarding the gate, and nothing sent against you will succeed. My child, my beloved, I must remind you of something you forgot in your suffering. Your prayers did not vanish. They were preserved. Every whisper, every tear, every silent outcry. It was gathered by angels and laid at the altar of the Most High. And now that altar is responding, the wind is altering its course. You will no longer pursue what is already yours. You will no longer strive to earn the love you were born worthy of. Your identity is not defined by what you have lost. It is defined by what you have survived. And you have survived so much. The adversary attempted to seize your voice, your clarity, your passion. But you are still here, still reading, still open. That is the indication that your miracle is near. When a soul is ready, the portal opens, and yours is opening now, not tomorrow, not someday. Now, my child, my beloved, there is someone who has been dispatched to assist you, but you must be prepared. They may not appear as you anticipate. They may come from a different background, but their heart will recognize you. Their spirit will align with your frequency. God is sending them not merely to infuse life into you, but to unlock closed doors. This connection is divine, it has been prepared, and when it arrives you will know by the stillness within your soul. There will be no apprehension, no fear, just knowing, and it will be swift. Do not resist it because of past pain. Do not evaluate it by old wounds. Allow God to demonstrate that He can send individuals who truly perceive you. People who speak to the version of you that heaven sees, not the fragmented parts, but the anointed parts. You are not meant to journey alone any longer. Assistance is forthcoming, and so is healing. My child, my beloved, I know what they did wounded you. I know the betrayal almost shattered you. I know the silence of people who claimed to love you made you question everything. But I also know this, none of it destroyed you. And because of that, you are about to be rewarded in a way that others cannot comprehend. You could have become embittered, but you chose a better path. You could have sought retribution, but you chose liberation. And now heaven has authorized your vindication. You will not need to justify your perspective. God is about to reveal your heart through your ascent. The people who doubted you will witness your elevation. Not as a form of reprisal, but as a revelation. Because when God elevates you, no one can deny it. And child, you are being elevated now. My child, my beloved, you were never the problem. You were the illumination in a place that could not accommodate your brilliance. And when people attempted to dim you, when life attempted to wear you down, you did not cease shining. Even in your lowest moments, you possessed a fire that refused to extinguish. That is why I have arrived today with this message. Because that fire did not just capture heaven's attention. It activated something, a portal, a release, a shift in the supernatural. You are not who you once were. You have transitioned into a new identity. And from this moment forward, the old constraints are dissolving. Financial scarcity broken, generational sorrow severed, spiritual bewilderment clarified. What you performed in faith, even when you were exhausted, just moved the entire realm around you. And the blessing that is about to knock on your door is the evidence. You did not miss your moment. You created it. My child, my beloved, my child, my beloved, you were never the problem. You were the illumination in a place that could not accommodate your brilliance. And when people attempted to dim you, when life attempted to wear you down, you did not cease shining. Even in your lowest moments, you possessed a fire that refused to extinguish. That is why I have arrived today with this message, because that fire did not just capture heaven's attention, it activated something. A portal, a release, a shift in the supernatural. You are not who you once were. You have transitioned into a new identity, and from this moment forward the old constraints are dissolving. Financial scarcity broken, generational sorrow severed, spiritual bewilderment clarified. What you performed in faith, even when you were exhausted, just moved the entire realm around you. And the blessing that is about to knock on your door is the evidence. You did not miss your moment. You created it. My child, my beloved, allow me to whisper this into your soul. Your forthcoming miracle will not necessitate a struggle. You have struggled sufficiently. You have prayed through tears. You have remained awake, wondering if anything would ever change. And now heaven has declared that this miracle will be granted, not earned. It will arrive with ease, not apprehension. God is eliminating the need to pursue. The burden you have carried is being lifted. A new grace is descending upon you right now. Even as you breathe, even as you read, you are being immersed in sacred peace. That repose you have been craving is no longer a future hope. It is being instilled in your present moment. Release the need to decipher everything. Release the timeline you believed was ruined. You are not behind schedule. You are not off track. You are precisely where heaven needs you. Because the divine reward does not adhere to logic. It adheres to obedience. And child, you have obeyed more than you realize. My child, my beloved, someone who once disregarded you is about to hear your name again. But this time they will utter it with awe. Because your narrative is about to transform so dramatically. Even those who once ridiculed you will fall silent. There is no vindictiveness in this, only revelation. God is about to unveil to the world what He concealed within you. They perceived the surface. They overlooked the anointing. They observed the struggle. They missed the fortitude. But now the revelation commences. God is removing the cover and revealing your light for what it truly is. This is not about impressing others. It is about fulfilling prophecy. A declaration was spoken over your life before you were even born. and that declaration has been awaiting this precise moment to manifest. You are not forgotten, you are fulfilled, and I, Archangel Michael, have been standing guard over this moment for a very long time. If you believe this declaration over your life, that you are not forgotten but fulfilled, affirm it with a powerful Amen in the comments below. Let your faith resound in the heavens. My child, my beloved, cease apologizing for being chosen. Cease diminishing yourself to make others comfortable. You are not meant to dim your light to maintain harmony with those who fear growth. Heaven has sanctioned your expansion. That is why the unease has intensified recently. It is the signal that your former environment can no longer contain what God is about to pour into you. You are overflowing now, and anything that attempts to keep you small will dissipate. Not because you are unkind, but because elevation necessitates it. You will not conform where you once tolerated. You will not endure what you once accepted. The blessing that is approaching requires space, protection, and quietude. Keep your circle sacred. Do not publicize everything. Do not announce too soon. Let the blessing mature in obscurity until God says now, and when He does, the unveiling will be undeniable. My child, my beloved, I discern the question in your spirit. When will it transpire? And I offer you this sacred answer: it already is. The transformation is not impending, it has commenced. And while the complete picture has not yet materialized, the movement in the spirit is now unstoppable. Your name is already being spoken in chambers you have not entered. Your spirit has already passed through thresholds your body has yet to approach. That is why things have felt so intense recently. The spiritual precedes the natural. Your body is catching up to your breakthrough. Do not worry if you cannot perceive everything yet. You are not late, you are early. And that is why you are reading this now, so you do not abort the miracle by yielding to fear. Remain anchored, remain expectant. You are going to be surprised by how swiftly everything changes. And when it does, do not say you were not forewarned. Say thank you. And if this message has touched your soul, consider sharing this prophetic word with others. Sharing this message will activate the anointing and share that breakthrough with your network, multiplying its power. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go. Through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our exclusive community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "And heaven will open over you." Every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith, and as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck, it is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected, high-vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life if you follow it. You won't just receive blessings, they will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate, early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct, personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional, but your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step, your abundance awaits.